For the entire development of this game so far, the world's been flipped upside down. That cost me 30 minutes of time. This article on how Valve does their networking, it's all you need. If you played TF2, this game's amazing. It's got great netcode. They basically give you the code. Look at this. So basically, when data goes from here to here, sometimes the packets get lost. Like if I send it like, oh, the X key was pressed, just randomly because I'm using something called UDP, it's faster but sketchier. It's like the motorcycle of network transmission layers. It'll just like fucking drop the packet. Or so I thought. Earlier today I was like, alright, this is going to be a big issue, along with the latency. So I implemented all this stuff, right? I made it so each time you send an input packet, it actually sends the last like 6 inputs. That way if the server missed any, when it gets the new packet, hopefully nothing was lost. It like updates from it, right? Almost Overwatch Talk does it better.
I mentioned earlier when the server star for player inputs can duplicate that input, right? Once the client catches up, the input that was skipped is in danger of being lost. To solve this problem, the client always sends up a sliding window of inputs. This is a technique that's been around like since Quake World, I think. So we don't just send the one input for the frame we just simulated for 19. We send all of the inputs that we have simulated from the last acknowledged movement state from the server. So the last acknowledged movement state we got was for command frame 4. We just simmed command frame 19. We're gonna bundle every single input along every single frame into one packet. Of course, players don't hit buttons as aggressively as has all those inputs, and once it arrives, it's going to fill all those holes.
See that?
Simulation, you're good to go. So this
That's
feedback
what my
loop and
game
the
does.
growth
Like
hyper size, as well as
Overwatch
the sliding window.
Overwatch sold 50 million copies. Over 1 billion revenue in 1 year. You see this? Invest now. Yeah, but anyways, I did all that stuff. And then I went to actually test it, right? I got a second laptop and put a VPN on it. Went all the way to Japan and tried playing with myself. It was like fine from Japan. So it turns out I should have just made more gameplay before worrying about netcode. What I have now where it doesn't show you your inputs until it gets all the way back from the server is like completely fine. On the plus side, it did fix a bunch of reliability issues. Sometimes in the other build of the game from yesterday, when you go inside of a ship, it just doesn't sometimes. Something that did happen in a playtest earlier today is we were playing around a bunch, and then there was just this accumulation of junk floating around in space super far away. It's like the space pollution that's happening right now. You know, like this stuff, like all the random old satellites and like random rocket stuff. You know, like this shit from WALL-E. Happens in the game too. I'm going to need some kind of solution for that at some point because it's going to bog down the simulation of a bunch of old spaceships flying around super far away that the game has to worry about simulating. Up next though, this stuff's going to take it to the next level. Thruster Pieces is huge. I'm going to get some super simple sprites in there, simple planets. Then this stuff is going to be the next chapter of interesting gameplay from what we have now. You know, it creates this trade-off for adding more thrusters, right? For adding more thrusters, your ship gets heavier and it consumes more power. It gets more speed. And then stemming from that, you'll get more damage because as you have more momentum, it does more damage to the blocks when you slam into it. Hold on, these need to be green. Ah! We're sunsetting the Green Letters project. This cost-benefit will make some really interesting decisions for the player. Do I build a really small shitty ship or a big behemoth? The sun is going to be really interesting too. I really want sun and solar stuff, so you want to like angle your ship towards the sun and away from the shadow. I think I can get this all done in a few days, except for the planets. I think that's going to be like a week or something, like I said last time. So I'm going to prioritize these things because they're most immediate to gameplay. Then we're going to do planets. My planets pro, we're probably just going to do one planet. And this guy spent 7 years on a really, really impressive project. I don't want to spend 7 years on this. It's done in a few days. I want this game in your hands. See you guys tomorrow with hopefully the thruster pieces done. Like and subscribe.